Welcome, dear Barford class. Today we dive into the world of grain, grind, and gastronomy as we uncover the secrets of creating flour from scratch. Imagine the satisfaction of baking a loaf of bread or a batch of cookies from flour you've made with your own hands. It's an adventure that begins with choosing your grain and ends with a powdery white substance that forms the basis of countless culinary delights. So, how does one go from a handful of grains to a bag of flour? The process, while it might seem complex, can be broken down into simple, manageable steps. First, you'll need to select your grain: wheat, corn, rice, or even oats. The choice is yours. Each grain will give your flour a distinct flavor and texture. Once you've selected your grain, it's time to clean it. Rinse the grains under running water to remove any dirt, dust, or unwanted particles. Pat them dry with a clean cloth or let them air dry completely. The next step is sprouting, also known as malting. Soak your grains in water for a period of 12 to 24 hours. After soaking, drain the water and leave the grains in a jar for a few days, rinsing them once or twice a day. You'll know they're ready when tiny sprouts begin to appear. Sprouting not only enhances the nutritional value of the grains, but it also breaks down the natural enzymes, making it easier to grind them into flour. Now it's grinding time. You can use a home grain mill, a high-powered blender, or even a coffee grinder. Grind the sprouted grains until they turn into a fine powder. The final step in the process is sifting. Pass your freshly ground flour through a fine mesh sieve to remove any large particles and achieve a smooth, fine consistency. And there you have it. Homemade flour, ready to transform into delicious bread, cakes, or pastries. In summary, making flour from scratch involves selecting and cleaning your grain, sprouting it to enhance its nutritional value and ease of grinding it into a fine powder, and finally sifting it to ensure a smooth consistency. It's a process that requires patience and a bit of elbow grease, but the reward is a product that's fresh, nutritious, and uniquely yours. Now that you've unlocked the secret to making flour from scratch, why not challenge yourself to use your homemade flour in a recipe? Before we wrap up, if you enjoyed this journey from grain to flour, remember to hit the like button. Your support means the world to us, and if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to our channel. We've got a whole universe of culinary knowledge to explore, and we'd love for you to join us on this delicious journey. Until next time, Barford class, happy grinding.